everyone, and today I will tell you about many of the fables that have many of the morals in the end of many of these fables. Okay, let's begin. Aesop's fable. Let's begin. The first we will learn about is the fox and the stork. Okay, let's begin the stories. One day, the stork is coming. The fox and the stork were their friends. One day, the fox talked to the stork. You can go to my homes to have a little party, to drink and eat some food. And in the next days, the stork is coming to the house of the fox, and when they eating, the fox are eating very easy, but the stork is very difficult. The stork put some meat in the jar, and because the fox put some of the meat dinners in a plate, so the stork cannot eat easy, and that he was very hungry because he cannot eat. But in the next day, the stork is talked to. The fox is coming to his house to can have our dinner too. In the next days, the fox is coming, but the foxes cannot eat because he put the dinners in one of the long jars. The fox could then not get to the meat. This time he went to Hungary. The fox admitted that he would be wrong. And okay, that is the stories about the fox and the stork. Let's see about the morals. The morals: if you do mean things to others, they might do mean things to return you. The moral is like when you are eating, you need to think first to your friend and yours, not thinking about you first. Okay, let's the next the stories fables is the fox and the fox crow stories. And one day, one of the fox found one of the crows that to fly her branches, and she had pieces of the cheese that is her break. The fox talked to moment. He walked under the crow branch and looked up at her, and the fox said, "You can prettiest bird I have ever seen. You fly so fast and gracefully. I bet you can sing too," he said. The crow loved to hear compliments. He decided to sing to the fox. She opened her beak to sing. The cheese fell to the fox's mouth. When he was done eating, he said, "Thank you very much. That was all really wanted." And let's see the morals of the stories. The morals: do not trust strangers who try to flatter you. That is can means not take the food the other people's have. case. And the next. And here's the crow and the pictures. Let's see the crows and the pictures. What this? One of days, the crows had been flies all a days. He went, and he was very thirsty. He came to a cross because he had the pitcher that was half full of the waters. He could not reach through the waters of the pitcher to drink. His beak could not reach down the necks because it was the pitch. He tried tipping the pitcher, but it's too heavy. So he saw a pebble that all over the ground. So he began to drop the pebbles once at all time to pitchers. So at long times he was put the water rose to the tops. He drank all the water he wanted. Okay, let's see the fable. What is the morals? Doing things little by little is just as good as doing things all at once. Okay, everyone, and the next up is the dog and his reflections. What is in these stories? Let's begin. And the dogs were walking in a bridge and in one of the streams, and he had a piece of the meat in his mouth. And he saw another dog. He thought that other dog had meat too. And no, it were only his reflections. He snapped at the meat in the dog's mouth. His own meat fell to the waters. Oh, he realized it were not another dog after. It were only his reflection. It were only his reflections. Let's see the morals. If you always greedy for more, you might lose what already have. That is means not see one of things all in one times. You need to thinkings, and you need to seize and seize what you do, and you can also lose what you are already have. Okay, let the next, the city mouse and the country mouse. And how about this? Let's see. And one of the poor country mouse came to visit his cousin. Who was he? He was the rich city mouse. There were many things to do in the city. The country mouse were never seen so many other mice. The city mouse were warned to the country mouse was the cat in the house. The country mouse were scary. He decided that he could rather live in the poor, quiet country than live in the fear every day. With that, the country mouse happily left for his humble homes. Let's see the morals. It is better to live in the simple and safely than in the luxury fears. That is means you're living in the places that is safety and not more luxury, because maybe have the luxury but are not safely to use. So it is better to live in a poor house than the luxury house have dangerous things are in your face. Mommy, quiet. Okay, the next. The wolf in the sheep clothing. Okay, how about this? The sheep's, but no the sheep's, is where the wolf with the sheep's clothing. Okay, so let's begin the stories. The wolf put on a costume look like the sheep's. Why it is he look like the sheep's like that? The wolf then went nearby the pasture that where many of the sheep are eating and sleeping. The shepherd led him to the pastures, thinking that he were the shepherd saw that he was doing, because he don't want to many of people that don't like he were eating many of the sheep, so he were doing secret, hidden. From that day on, the shepherds were let a sheep into the pasture and he until check it in for the sharp teeth. Let's begin the morals. The way things look is not always things we are. Maybe it's where it's not easy to the wolf can eating. Okay. The last one is most I like it is the peacock and the crane. Let's begin. This is one of the fable I love it most. One day, the peacocks were the beautiful bird in all of the birds, and one day here came to the watering holes, one of the lake that's TRC, one of the boring feather of the crane. Here came to and asked the crane, why did you have a boring of the feathers? Let's see. This is my beautiful feathers. The crane is talk. I don't have beautiful feathers like you, but I can do that you cannot do like. I can fly. What? You can fly? I can fly too. But in many times, the cranes are doing the flying many times. But here cannot because he are so big, like with that feathers, small wings. So let's see the morals. No one can be the best at all everything. Treasure only on the gift and talent. That is means you do not jerk people that are outside. Maybe other people that is have more beautiful or best gift to other another peoples in all words love him. Okay, no jerk other. Okay, that is all about today's. Okay, that is all about the morals. So, goodbye. And see you